Hi everyone, it's Craig from RV World. The Propex Heatsource HS2000 is one of our top-selling LPG air heaters. It's compact, easy to install and offers great value for money. In this video, I'll give you a quick overview of the heater, run through all the components in the installation kit, and answer some common questions we often get asked. The HS2000 heater is normally used in small to mid-size camper vans, up to around 7 meters in length. There is also a bigger green 2.8 kilowatt model for larger vehicles. The heater is mounted on the floor, either inside a cabinet, cupboard or under a seat. It's totally room sealed so the combustion fumes are vented outside. This means there's no carbon monoxide or damp air introduced into the vehicle. As an air-blown heater, it requires 12-volt power for the fan and electronic ignition, but the actual heat energy comes from an LPG supply. Being a gas appliance, a certified gas fitter needs to install it, or at least take care of the gas connection. This complete installation kit comes with a heater, a wall controller and thermostat, 2 wiring looms, one for the wall controller and one for the 12-volt power supply, a combustion inlet, combustion exhaust pipe, 1 meter of 60mm ID warm air ducting, your 2 internal wall vents, a bag of mounting hardware, manual, and also a paper template. So this heater requires 2 40mm holes cut in the floor for your combustion inlet and exhaust pipes, and this template will show you exactly where to cut them. This is the underside of the heater. The fresh combustion air is drawn into the heater from the outside by this black flexible hose. It passes into the heater's combustion chamber, mixes with LPG and is ignited to heat up a large surface area of a heat exchanger plate. The combustion exhaust air is blown black outside through this stainless exhaust pipe. Just a quick note, make sure you don't cut or extend the flexible combustion pipes. Before the heater starts, it does some safety checks, and one of them is to test for the airflow running through the combustion system, just to make sure there aren't any air blocks. If the pipes are modified, it can interfere with the testing process. The inside cabin air is sucked into the heater from this inlet. It flows over the large heat exchanger plate where it's warmed up and then blown back out into the cabin again. Propex have recently updated their thermostat wall controller. This now has a lot more intuitive controls and comes with a pre-wired harness. It easily plugs into the wiring loom which connects to the heater. When turned on, the thermostat automatically switches the heater on and off to maintain the desired temperature, which is set with this knob. The controller has 2 modes, a heating mode and an air circulation mode, which just circulates air around the cabin. There are 2 common questions we always get asked about heaters. The first is, are they safe? Yes, the HS2000 is very safe. Being room sealed, no combustion fumes are going to come into the vehicle. They also conform to the latest European standards. The electronics continuously check the heater to make sure everything is operating correctly. This includes monitoring the flame, solenoid valve, case temperature, combustion airflow and voltage. If anything looks wrong, the heater will switch off and a red light on the controller will indicate the fault by flashing a certain number of times. The second question is whether they're noisy. And yes, they are a little bit. These heaters aren't the quietest in our range. There's always going to be some air noise because the fan produces quite a healthy throughput of air, about 1.7 cubic meters per minute. A lot of the noise is actually the air coming out of the outlet vent. If you're after a quiet heater, you should consider something like the Truma VarioHeat model. This is almost twice the price, but it has both a low and a high fan speed mode. At night time, you can put it on low fan speed, so that if it does switch on while you're sleeping, it won't wake you. The Propex heater only runs on high fan speed. I'd suggest that the noise would wake you if you're trying to sleep, so users generally turn it off before bed. I'll wire it up right now and put it on air circulation mode to give you a better indication of the noise. Right, I've wired it up to 12 volts. Now for the sound test. Put it on air circulation mode. So the noise that you're hearing is mostly airflow. There is a little bit of a fan noise, but in typical installations that will be muffled because the heater will be mounted under a seat or in a cabinet, probably a few meters away. I'm standing about half a meter away from the heater right now. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up.